Philadelphia. We are live from the K-Lot at Lincoln Financial Field. We are all sitting out here like complete idiots, waiting to walk in there to go get some Kelly Green gear. This is Bell The Birdmen. I'm John Barchard. That, of course, is Vince Quinn, Taylor Kredatus behind the glass. Not even glass, it's actually just a camera. And
we can touch him. Yeah.
Tyler Hood is right
nice
here.
hug. Hi, Ty.
Hi,
Hi,
buddy.
buddy.
You, sir?
What's happening, guys?
Yes, good. Our fearless producer with the Zoom. How are you feeling this morning, Vince Quinn?
Dude, this is the dream. Like, if I went back in time and I saw myself at like 13 years old and I was like, listen, you're going to sit outside at 4 in the goddamn morning because they're going to release Kelly Green, I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm living my best life. So I have no regrets. This is awesome. The energy around here has been amazing. I got on the news earlier,
yes,
which was funny. So, like, it's just been so much fun today, man. I'm pumped.
And a big shout out to Allison, who's standing right over there, who had a camera in her face all morning as well. If not for her wonderful Jell-O shots, none of us would be here right now. So this is fantastic.
Yeah, and let me follow up on that real quick,
please.
Because we're yelling through the fence. Right now we're waiting to go into the main plaza area because we've been sitting here in line and they had the gate locked, which was smart by them. So now they're letting us in, but the security guard was on the other side like, yeah, they just called me last night to work this, which means that this is all blown up pretty much in 24 hours. Like,
way to
this
go,
went
everybody.
Crazy.
You did it. You did this. So it turned into a tailgate rather quickly after a few couple of texts. Everybody said it was a good idea. And speaking of good ideas, by the way, as we're standing here in line, Josh Sweat has the best one. Did you hear this? Josh Sweat put on that uniform. He got those high-res photos, and everybody was telling him, holy shit, you look really good in that. And Josh Sweat believes the Kelly Green should stay the permanent color. Should we go back? Should we ask everybody real quick? Hey, everybody, should Kelly Green be the permanent color? So I think there's some opinions that agree with that. I agree with that, as I believe Dave Spadaro is welcoming us in here. But Vince Quinn, your thoughts real quick. Permanent color Kelly Green, yes?
Yeah, and that's why I thought they changed the word mark. We've talked about that a lot.
Julian changed that shit. It's awful. It's awful. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, it's going to be beautiful with Kelly Green. Now the haters are going to say, the haters and the losers, John, they're all going to say, listen, it's not on the jersey. But you know what? If you look at all the other retro jerseys, none of them have the word mark.
That's right. We're walking in right now.
I think it's a league-wide thing. Here we go. We're going into the plaza.
Amazing, as we see, of course, the Red Zone Suites. Oh, Philly Pretzel Factory is here. Of course they are. As do they expect us to stay in an orderly fashion as we're going in? I don't know, but we're going to find out.
I think so. They've got giant bobbleheads out. They've got food trucks.
We got Rita's. Oh, we are definitely stopping for some mango. We've got Tim in front of us from KYW, which is fantastic.
Swoop is waving us into another queue. I love this.
We've got all the cheerleaders here. There is an orderly line. This is fantastic. Hi, cheerleaders. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for welcoming us in here. That's right, baby. We would want to be nowhere else right now.
L-E-S, Eagles!
Woo! Spuds. Spuds for the win. But yes,
there's shade. Thank God. It's getting hot out here, man. I was going to get stinky.
I believe we are losing Taylor Kredatus, but I am not sure.
Oh.
I have no idea.
We might have lost video for this.
He is here
here he is. He's right here. Look
right
at this
there.
guy.
Amazing. We
This
can
guy
find
is
him and then
sharp.
we can. We can find him and then we can't. We will catch up with you as we go inside. Okay, here we go. And friends, look, we've made it to the front of the line. Sorry, Vince Quinn, continue with your thoughts on Kelly Green.
Yeah, because we were getting into it. So, yeah, 2024, here's what I think is happening. This is a test run. Nike fucked up their colors when they took over the jerseys. I will not forget about that. The Eagles wanted a clean release.
Yep.
Now they got it, so they feel good about everything. People are lined up around the stadium. I mean, the length of this line is really unbelievable. So you see this kind of crowd, you see this kind of response. They're going to make a shit ton of money, and they would be smart to make this switch in 2024.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Ty, I know you agreed with the Stu. Why do you agree with that as well?
First off, I grew up, the first time I ever seen the Philadelphia Eagles, to be honest with you, was in a video game. And my cousins had them in the Kelly Green units, and I'm like, man, those are some sweet-ass uniforms. And then I realized, oh, shit, that's not the regular uniform. I was highly disappointed, by the way. But ever since then, like, I've been chasing the Kelly Greens all my life. I remember when they brought them back, like, in, 2010? And they're bringing them back now, 2023. I'm excited. I bought a pair of sneakers specifically for this day.
Did you?
Seriously.
Oh, you don't have them on right now?
No, I don't have them
Okay, I
right
was
now.
gonna say,
They're
I was
on the
like-
way, but I bought them specifically for the colors because I'm buying a shit ton of Kelly Green gear.
Yeah, and listen, I know it feels very old man of everybody to keep pumping Kelly Green down your throat because you're telling me right now, John, midnight green, it's where they won the Super Bowl, blah, blah, Kelly Green's a loser color. Man, that is such bullshit, and I guess that's why when Ty was expressing that same thing, I became an Eagles fan because of the goal line stand against Arizona in 1992, whenever that was. I truly started to be like...
1992 is when that was.
Yeah. And and like I think, or 91, whatever it was. But
That predates me, by the way.
but that is to not acknowledge that the best Philadelphia Eagles player of all time played in that jersey is ridiculous. And I don't even care if you're not in agreement with Josh Sweat and you're like, no, keep the midnight green or for whatever dumb Gen Z reason. But like it's just a better color in general as well. So like I look and think of Reggie White. I don't think of Buddy Ball. I don't think of any of that. But for a lot of us, going through this time there was a lot of shit to get through to all the good parts. There was never, to me, when I think of Midnight Green, I only think of Andy Reid. I don't think of Jeffrey Lurie. I don't think of Howie Roseman. Like, it's not theirs either. That's Andy's call, and you see it now in Kansas City. There should be multiple Super Bowls here with that man, and it didn't happen. And that's because it's part of that. I don't know. I thought we were losers in Midnight Green for a long time, too. Close, but never. Like, we were the Bills for so long.
Yeah,
and,
we're
like,
the Bills.
we've evaporated a lot of stuff ever since the Super Bowl happened in 17. And Kelly Green needs to come back. Like, I've heard it looks too much like the Jets. It looks like puke. It looks like a video game color. And I'm just sitting here going, no, it's beautiful. And so is the old logo. And, like, you can't. As much as I just love that man, too, you get tired of looking at Reggie White jerseys all the time, and that's the only thing that's in Kelly Green or Cunningham, and you're going, man, and dude, to see those pictures with everybody enjoying it, like from BG on, and I hope there's like 1,055s in here, and I know you do too, because you've been texting us like crazy, 215-509-5833. No, we can't get you stuff. We cannot. There's a limit here, and this is where I call bullshit on the Twitter. This isn't as popular as you think. There's about 400 people that showed up anywhere from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. in Philadelphia to make sure that they got Kelly Green today. So that's where I'm at. There was a lot of memories that like get pushed aside from the Kelly Green area, and I don't think it was all bad at all. I think there was amazing moments and kept this city afloat in most of them.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Dick Vermeil era is in Kelly Green, you know? All the stuff with Buddy Ryan, for the people that are all in on that, it's Kelly Green. So, like, that stuff matters. There's great players from that time, and you bring that all back. It's really cool. I mean, look, it's 2023. This franchise is now 90 years old. 90.
Happy birthday, by the way, Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, for a team that's this old to bring it back this year, it's like the timing's awesome. And look, you know the whole franchise has been dying for this. They're the reason it happened. All across the league. Bucks uniforms, Oilers uniforms, the old Seahawks uniforms, all that stuff. It's because of Philadelphia, because they wanted this, because they knew the fans wanted this. So it's long overdue. They know that. Everybody's excited, and they should be. And, like, that's a fun thing, too. I mean, I've been thinking about all these guys from that Andy era that would have looked, like, really sharp in this kind of Kelly Green. Like, you imagine Westbrook in the Kelly Green?
Oh, my God, dude.
Give me that.
He would have looked fucking 2 tenths faster on the field just because of it.
Right?
Yeah, like Trotter would have been that much more vicious if he had it.
Oh, my God.
And you touched on 2 really great points. Something I think we've talked about before, but, like, if you don't feel it now, Nick Sirianni is this era's 100% Dick Vermeil, and now it's almost a carbon copy. They've both gone to a Super Bowl and lost. They both have this amazing, like, tough culture. You hear all the reports from training camp already that Sirianni's being all tough guy and doesn't want anything to go. I'm like, yes, this feels very much like that, and I think there's no better team, coach, or whatever to bring back Kelly Green, because think about this nightmare for a second. What if they did it too early in 2019 and it's with Carson Wentz, and then the color never comes back, and then it's a disaster.
Why you bringing up bad memories? This is a good time. Why you bringing up bad stuff?
Or 2020 for PR or whatever it was, it just wouldn't have been right. But this is the perfect timing, and not only because of that, But goddamn, guys, when you see Jalen Carter and you see Nolan and you see all these new defensive toys and you see Jordan Davis in this and you see all this shit that they're going to bring to all these offensive lines and just fucking crush people, it is going to make you fall in love with that color again. And again, this isn't about the greatest defense of all time with Reggie White and all those guys, but it's going to look eerily aggressive and eerily similar to what they were throwing back in the 80s and early 90s. I'm excited for that. Not to run the ball, not for everything to come around as, you know, there's things happening here if you're watching on YouTube, but these dudes are gnarly and they want everyone's head. It's perfect timing. Couldn't have asked for a better situation.
Oh, the style totally works. I mean, look, they passed the Buddy Ryan era sack total in a season. They were second all time. So, like, that kind of stuff matters. It fits the energy of this. And the players love it. I mean, there is something to be said to that, like, look good, feel good kind of thing. Yeah. And they've really driven that. Jalen's driven that. He's been very opinionated about uniforms. They're giving away one of his jerseys today. Yeah. They're giving away a signed Kelly Green, 2 tickets to the Dolphins game. Like, shout out to the Eagles. They're really nailing it today. But seeing that kind of energy from all of them, how good it's going to look, how excited the team is, like, it is a refreshing thing. And we've talked about this a lot, the whole idea of, like, moving on from the Super Bowl, and assuming they do switch to Kelly Green sooner rather than later full time, it does kind of help you do that and reset things as, you know, a year from now, maybe BG, Kelsey, all those guys move on.
Yep, and that's what a lot of people were talking about in line. And there is, like, I think the first 7 people in front of us and the only 7 people in front of us and then like 20 back are all Kelsey. I got to make sure to get Kelsey. I got to make sure to get BG. I got to make sure to get Lane Johnson because you probably will never get those players in this color again. And that's half of the battle here. But, like, dude, I'm just seeing this line form right now, and this is pretty intense. Taylor, if you can, show everybody the line that's forming behind us because it is pretty insane. Like, it is now, it always looks bigger because we were so spread out in the parking lot, but man, it's turning into a party and you really missed out on this one. So do me a favor, as Taylor is showing you this on YouTube and you're listening to this on the podcast, 215-509-5833. That has to be your new favorite number to text because this stuff happens within 24 hours. We're throwing a tailgate at the freaking Linc for jerseys, which is absurd, and that's why you're watching and listening to us, because otherwise, why would you be here? So that is going to happen all the time. You'll get alerts on when we're going to LA, on all these other different trips, and we've got one more in us somewhere. I know we were talking to a bunch of West Coast people that want to come out to Philly, so, like, make sure you're up to date on all that. I know you're subscribing and listening and doing all the fun things, but that is the most important one if you want to do cool shit like this.
Yeah, and one of the other things that we're doing, because it was Christmas in July, and we did that last week,
yep.
We talked about giving away the banner from our show last year, and John, we have a winner.
Congratulations. He's a star in the Discord, and he's a star in the text line. It's Mike. Mike, congratulations, who has removed the big out of his name, so it is just now Discord Mike from now on. But congratulations, buddy. We couldn't do this without you, and that is an honest take because you are crushing it with training camp tweets and stuff like that. It's amazing, Tyre, that we don't have to go on that wretched website as much just because that Discord is just there. It's all chronological. It's beautiful. So
I love our Discord. I love our fans in the Discord. It sometimes get a little crazy, but that's natural. That's Eagles
talking about you, Barney. No, I'm kidding. Sort of.
Yeah, go ahead.
But we love it, and we are probably going to head in right now because we don't want to lose our spot in line any further than we have.
From like 12th to 200th.
Yeah, so we'll be back out there with some final thoughts, but we're going to check out these Killer Green jerseys and give you a look. Let's go. Okay, we just came out. Vince just purchased a Hertz jersey for you, which you can learn more about if you go to our Instagram at Bell the Bird. Thoughts? I thought they did a really nice job with the layout. Very disappointed not to see Josh Sweat, one Josh Sweat jersey, but I'm sure you can see him online and where the Simset went to the store at 4 a.m. But other than that, excited. It was exciting to see the colors.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy, dude, because we were in there. So we were in literally the first batch of 75 people that got in the door. So we all make it in. It is a mad rush. There's media cameras everywhere. People are grabbing at jerseys. Our pets' heads are falling off. It was wild. So, like, within a couple of minutes, not even like 2 minutes, I saw 3 people from the Eagles staff in each arm full of Jalen Hurts jerseys.
Yep.
So those things were flying off the shelves. And for the people that are looking for other stuff, some of the other jerseys that I saw, Lane Johnson, Jordan Mailata, Hassan Reddick, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. So there were a lot of other guys out there. And the one that was really, I did not expect, but I absolutely loved, Brian Dawkins.
Hell yeah, man. It was nice to see that up in Kelly Green. And, man, no complaints, honestly. Very, very little to complain about. And, I mean, that's just pretty much going to do it for Bell and the Birdmen. I'd like to thank Tyre Hood and Vince Quinn and myself and Taylor Kredatus, who had to leave and go do some other stuff so you could actually see and hear this all. So, and we appreciate you first and foremost. Please come to LA with us. BellandTheBirdmen.com. Jump into the Discord, 215-509-5833. Vince, anything else as we're jumping out?
Yeah, so to sweeten the pot for the next person that's a listener of the show that signs up for LA, we got a hat while we were in the store. So this
bonus
right here. So for the person that signs up next for the trip, let us know. We will get this to you. Adjustable hat, so it's not fitted. It will fit your head.
And it is a gorgeous hat. A lot of gorgeous hats in there, by the way, with the old logos. That's the one thing that stuck out the most. So enjoy that. Enjoy the Eagles season. God, who wants to watch the Phillies? Not fucking me.
No,
Bell the Birdmen.
fuck that.
See ya.